Okay, so we are working on a little project today. This is a black box restoration that we are working on. We picked these up a while ago. I've been sitting on these for maybe over a year now. And what they are is we're all familiar with black box NES games. They were some of the earliest NES games that came out. These ones in particular are matte stickers. In case you don't know, matte sticker ones were the earliest version of the black box games that were released. A lot of times my understanding is they were like the test market games that went out in New York and LA. So they're the first print essentially. And then later there was gloss stickers, ones that came out, and then there was regular just black box that came out after that. There was probably Where 5 Screw. I think all the early ones I want to say are probably 5 Screw is my guess. But Where 5 Screws and 3 Screws, yeah, the 3 Screws are later. So these would, I would guess, be all 5 Screws as well. We're going to meet with Thomas. He's with Video Game Conservation is his Instagram handle. Video Game Conservation. What he does, he was recommended to me, he actually restores cardboard. So he'll do the boxes, he will do the manuals. I don't know much about if he'd do much on the labels of the games, but specifically paper. Let's take a look at these before we go to meet with Thomas. And we're kind of just gonna look at some of the condition of these. Some of these I don't even know if they're worth restoring and grading. The ultimate goal for restoring them is to get them graded, right? But let's just take a look. All right, right away we know Hogan's Alley. This one is, I'm not even gonna take this one with me because it has a gigantic tear. Thomas wouldn't be able to fix that, of course. And I don't know about Gyromite if that one is worth. I think we'll just lay them out. Duck Hunt. Forget exactly which ones are kind of more obscure than others. Excite Bike, I'm pretty sure I would get this restored no matter what. This is the big one. This is the one that is worth a lot of value. I think we'll do this again when we're with him because I want to see his opinion, but you know, some of this stuff, some of this, kind of the bulging here. He can only do so much with paper. He can't make these creases disappear, I would think. But I'm curious to see what he has to say. So that's kind of overall condition. We'll probably look at the manual, which is in here too when we're with Thomas. I'm sure that we'll get this one fixed up. I'm sure we'll get this one fixed up. And they're all kind of overall in good shape. It's not like any of them are like really smashed. This one of my favorite games. This one might be the best shape one so far, but even still you can kind of see some like little nicks and dings.
Arcade hits like Kung Fu. Nintendo has the most video game hits, and you can play them only on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now you're playing with power.
Wild Gunman we'll take with us. Definitely take this one with us. Overall pretty good. That's such a cool cover. This one we'll take, but this one, if there was ever one that might not be worth it, it's probably this one. These will be coming with us. Hogan's Alley will be staying here. It's not gonna get done. We'll go meet with Thomas. We'll get his opinion on it and let's see what he has to say. Okay, so we just left Long Beach. We drove up here. We're in Pasadena now. Love Pasadena because we run SoCal Gaming Expo, which
I've never been.
You gotta come this year, man.
It's a promise, I'll come.
Yeah, so we are with Thomas Nardini. He is Video Game Conservation, is your Instagram handle. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you,
Yeah,
man.
thank you for coming out to meet with me.
You got some bangers here, which you did find out. You didn't know at first, but obviously you found out quickly. There's some good stuff here. Black box games, always collectible, you know, amongst the first releases for Nintendo ever. So arguably some of the most important video game history possible, right?
Right.
Without this, we don't have anything today. So this is my first time looking at this. So matte sticker seal, as opposed to a lot of people can't tell the difference. We'll take them out between gloss and matte. And sometimes it's tough online with pictures to tell, like,
Right.
you can't really see the gloss or the matte or whatever.
I thought these were all matte, but maybe is this a gloss
one's
one?
gloss,
Oh,
yeah.
it is a gloss one? Oh, okay.
I don't know if you can get the glare, you can kind of
kinda
see
see
the
it,
gloss. And the other telltale sign too is, it's a little tough to see here, but see the little silver marks? It'll say void there
Oh,
when the
they had a
sticker's
void
pulled up.
thing on
Matte
them.
doesn't have that. Matte just
Gotcha.
pulls up like a clean sticker. So we got the sticker on here, KB. I'd recommend taking that off for grading because that'll hit you.
Okay.
Even though I've done it countless times, I get nervous every time.
Yeah.
Because you never know. And there is risk involved. I mean, some come off super clean and some might pull up some paint, some might pull up a lot of paint. So it is a calculated risk
Right.
to figure out before you send a grading and what you want to do. But let's open this baby up. I always use one of these just for safety. And the other thing is when you're opening these hang tab games up, I try to gently put support back here and don't just pound it open, because you can break these little tabs on the hang tab.
really?
Or knock the sombrero in, what we call the sombrero, that little thing there.
This one I did open up one time, and I do know the manual's in there. I think, and you'll be able to tell us, but I believe that this is the correct matching manual.
So this is, I don't think you even know what you have here with this manual.
I don't. I really don't.
Not many people do. It's a little, it's a little known thing. So all these black box games typically will have a manual they all have a PO box on the back. The very, very, very first prints have PO box 9572. It was an error, it's now corrected. The hardest one to find is Mario Brothers. You got it. See the
9572, so that's the earliest.
The earliest, most valuable, toughest to find. So that's a huge, huge score.
So I'd only heard about something to do, I think, with where the TM is, maybe on page 2 or something.
So yeah, that's up here, RTM, and then on other later prints, there'll be a date here. So this is what's called a dateless manual. Okay. Some people use that term, some people use the 9572.
Oh wow, so I'd never heard of that. Okay.
Crazy.
That is awesome.
So this will definitely clean up with the press. One thing that we can't change no matter what is this little paint break from the corner.
Right.
Unfortunately, so they'll hit you on that, but it's still actually a really nice copy for 9572. So yeah, that's super exciting. And one thing I always recommend.
Let's do it.
Pop
it in there.
Oh my God, because you never know, this might not have been there, and when someone put this back in, they caused that damage.
Yeah, probably me.
The only real nasty part of this box I see, nasty is this.
Yep.
But that can be corrected.
Okay.
It's painstaking, it takes a lot of time. You see, if you really look close, there's different layers to the cardboard.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So basically, you have to very carefully go one by one each layer and put it back into place.
Okay.
So I do think that'll clean up. Again, the paint break will be there. That's just how it is. There's nothing you can do about that. Kind of shelfware here where it's not true black anymore. That can improve a little bit. Does that show up on camera? That
it's like a bulge, right?
Yeah,
like a little bit of a dent.
See how it's bowed out? So that can be trued up
to
be more square, just like this. That's why I named it video game conservation. Like we want to preserve these things, these pieces of history, and let them look as close to new as we can. Obviously, it's never going to look new again, but if we can make it as pretty as possible and pay that respect to the piece, that's what it's all about. Pretty clean. One little deal here, indent. Side rails, very, very nice. I mean, I think this has probably been played a couple times, to be honest.
I was thinking I was probably going to have you do all of these, unless you tell me maybe there's no, well, so the 10-yard fight is a gloss. I probably would just take this one out. I don't know if it's worth having it restored, unless you convince me otherwise that you think it might be, but.
And then, I mean, we do have a sticker on the cardboard, which again, is it worth the risk on 10-yard fight? Maybe not. I need more time. I want to take that out, I want to be careful.
Just overall, do you would you, and I'm totally fine with having you work on it for 80 to 100 bucks. I'm just
10-yard fight, plus 40. Probably not, to be honest. I'd probably skip this one.
So this was a gloss tab. Maybe we could go through and just have you look and just let's go. Are they gloss or matte?
Matte.
I thought
this is clean. Gyromite is cool. Black box. It's matte sticker and it's relatively clean.
That one actually looks really nice.
Yeah, I would grade that. Hopefully we can get this stuff off of there.
Okay, so let's do that one.
Yeah.
Here's what happens when you get hooked up with the Nintendo Entertainment System. Only Nintendo comes with Rob and the Gyromite game.
So we got Matt Duck Hunt.
Is this one a harder to find one, the Duck Hunt one?
I mean, anything matte black box, decently clean is tough, but it's, I have seen a few Duck Hunts pop up. I mean, if you grew up during this era, you had Duck Hunt. And it's super memorable.
That one's a pretty clean one looking too.
Yeah, nice box. Just one little, I think, corner ding I saw. And this becomes an issue of, can that be straightened out?
Right.
Usually, mostly, however, you're gonna have paint break where all those little wrinkles are, so then it becomes a personal choice of, do I want it like this, or do I want it straight with white lines?
This stuff on the front of this Duck Hunt, are you able to clear that off? Is that like smudges, or what is that exactly?
So I don't have my, I look at all this stuff under magnification.
Right.
I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure this is actually just shelfware.
Gotcha.
So it will still be there. It can be improved to the point where it's not as gray and as much of an eyesore.
Okay.
So it'll get more to the black and you won't notice it as much.
So far Gyromite will do, obviously Mario Bros.
Yep.
Duck Hunt.
Super clean card.
Yeah, that one is gorgeous looking. Yeah,
the manual's
beautiful.
really not bad. It looks like someone just put it in. You know what happened? They put it in like this, and this part, can you see that horizontal, got behind the styrofoam in there and just bent a little bit.
Oh, dang it.
This one's a little more beat.
Yep.
So gloss again, not matte.
Oh, that's a gloss, okay.
Yep. And another thing, it's not going to affect the grade at all, but what I like to do is see how this is curled up and kind of ugly.
Yep.
I like to put it all back down and get it into close place as possible as it was from the factory. It just looks cleaner, nicer.
Okay. Oh, that's a
manual.
beautiful manual.
Yep, that'll
yeah.
press nicely. Art's really nice too. Look at the shine.
Oh yeah, gorgeous.
For sure, I'd grade this one. The box, you know, isn't the greatest, but
Yeah, that one definitely a little bit more wear. Okay, Thomas, so we went through them all, which was awesome. I really enjoyed doing that. That was so cool to do it and just see all the particulars of every single one, because I had not done that. So now that that is done, the only one we took out was the 10-yard fight. Just not gonna do that one. It was a gloss version. If you could, let's go through and just let me know like some of the pricing, your pricing
Sure.
of what you would charge to clean up. Obviously there's a lot of work between the manuals and the boxes and all that stuff, but I'm curious what you would charge on these.
for sure. So like we talked about before, current market value of a CIB, if it's 500 or under, I charge 80 to 100 bucks depending on the scope of the work. And then for games with a current market value over 500, it's in that like 150-ish range.
Okay.
I do think, other than Mario Brothers, which is, you know, important and a banger and matte, you know, this will be that 150, and then the only extra charge would be for if we decide to try to remove the sticker
Okay.
on the bare cardboard, because that is a lot of labor, and there's also some ink that needs to be removed here, you see on the cardboard.
Now, is that a decision like I make, right? Like
Yep.
if I tell you, and I probably would just tell you now, knowing how good you are, I would say, let's try to remove the sticker. And I know there's risk involved in it, but I would pay that and have you try to do that, I think.
I would recommend removing the sticker on
Okay.
this one. I think I've seen these KB ones, it's a pretty high success rate. There's a few other ones here that are arguably right around that. Not the value of Mario Brothers, but the current market value of 500 or over.
Okay.
But, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not trying to nickel and dime fellow collectors and even fellow resellers. You know, there's got to be meat left on the bone for everyone, and it's got to be enjoyable. So I think for the rest of these, they'd all be in that 80 to 100 range.
So I'll say it is awesome, you know, seeing your passion with it. I appreciate it. I feel like you're very similar to me, where like you're a collector, you like to grade things, but you resell at the same time, and that's kind of where I stand on this stuff too. I'm not just purely like a reseller, just purely a grader. It's like the collecting mixes in with that so much. So about 1,200 bucks altogether. I'm all for that. Let's do it. I'm happy to do that. And I am so excited to see what you come back with these and how they turn out.
It's about taking something that's cherished and damaged and bringing a little more life back to it and giving it a little more love that it deserves.
Beautiful. I am so excited. That's why when I messaged you, I was like, do you mind if we do some before and afters? Because I want to see it. And we took some before stuff, and I'm just so excited to see the afters. So it was a pleasure to meet you, man.
Pleasure.
I'm so excited to see this. Thank you.
Hell yeah, brother.
All right.
You know, we do believe this all came from one collection, right?
As far as I know, yeah.
I mean, in that case, go grab the 10-yard fight, add it, I'll throw it in, my treat. I just would like to see them all complete together.
Wow, I hadn't even thought about that, because then it kind of is like the full set. Thank you. Dang, Thomas. Heck yeah. Let me grab that. Here he comes. He's running down 10-yard fight. And then bam, he goes right back. He felt so lonely up there.
We can't just treat him like a stepbrother.
That's awesome.
Dude.
I know, a poor 10-yard fight. He was getting left out like a stepbrother. Thank you again, man.
Course,
Hell yeah. Thank you, dude.
You can reach out to me on Facebook, Thomas Nardini, or on Instagram, Video Game Conservation.
Beautiful.
We just got back the boxes from PSA. That whole process from when we met Thomas to the submission to him cleaning, well, before submission, so met Thomas to the cleaning to the submission to PSA, which he recommended going to PSA. Normally we would grade through CGC, but he said with PSA, they tend to do better with the grading of the black boxes. We have never graded anything with PSA before, but that time from when we met him till now, I want to say it's been at least a couple months, right?
Yeah.
So it's been 2 months. since we met with Thomas. Super excited. It is always fun to get stuff back and to just see what the grades are. Obviously, there's a lot of value with some of this. So these are the 2 boxes that we have. This box, you can see unopened. I do know that the Mario is in this one. Thomas told me that the Mario is in this one. I do not know any of the grades. So we are gonna do a true raw unboxing and see what some of these graded at. I think we'll start with this box first and then we'll go to the Mario. Let's go ahead and crack this bad boy open. PSA has some nice packaging, huh?
Oh, so we can see what game we want to pull out. Like it shows.
Oh
on the
yeah,
side.
all right, so we can see Excite Bike, we got Duck Hunt, we got Donkey Kong Jr., we got Wild
Gyromite,
Gunman.
Kung Fu. I think we start with Kung Fu.
Kung Fu?
Right there.
Where is it?
Right, one more.
This one?
That's the Kung Fu. Let's
All
see
right,
it.
Kung Fu it is. 8.5, awesome. I will say, in the world of grading, from my experience, a 7.5 on anything. This is sealed, really anything great game-wise. It's kind of like death. That means that it's almost like wasn't even worth grading. So Thomas said with black box games, like it is very hard to get good grades with these. So like in the world of these black box games, an 8.5 is really good. Anything over 9 would be incredible, but an 8.5 is really, really good. So I have yet to see like PSA is grading their cases. Like by comparison, we can look at a CGC. I don't know, what do you like better? One is smaller for sure, the PSA.
I think I'm a bigger fan of the CGC label.
Oh, so this is kind of cool that it does a box. So it gives a grade on the box, 8.0, the cartridge 9.4, manual 9.0, overall 8.5. And then on the front, this one says matching component made, and this is hang tab matte sticker. All right, next up, let's do, I think there's a Donkey Kong in here, right? Donkey Kong Jr. Bam, Donkey Kong Jr., another 8.5. Again, that's really good. So 8.5. This one was a gloss sticker. Gloss sticker, matching components, box 7.5, cart 9.0, manual 9.4. Okay, Duck Hunt. Oh, there we go. We got a 9.0. And this is a matte sticker.
This is a big one.
That's a good one. Box 8.5, cart 9.6, manual 9.6. That one is beautiful. Look at how clean that is, huh? Mario Bros.
Oh, Mario Bros.
Okay, 8.0.
Okay, lowest one so far.
Lowest one. I can't remember if there was a matte sticker version of this. Oh yeah, but
yeah,
see
this is the one
with the bottom. I remember the box had a little bit more. So the box got only a 7.0, cart 9.4, manual 9.4. All right. Oh, Excite Bike. That's
I didn't even
a
see
good
what you were
one.
grabbing. You just went for it.
Excite Bike 9.0, a gloss sticker, box 8.0, cart 9.6, manual 9.
Was this gloss sticker only?
I can't remember now.
I can't remember either.
Now I can't remember. Donkey Kong 3, 8.5. And this one was a gloss sticker. I think that this was only, if I remember correctly, a gloss sticker. I don't think there was a matte sticker of this one. Gyromite, 9.2. I think that this is a more common one though. I think of all of them, I think that this is one of the more common. But man, that one looks beautiful.
That's really
It does
cool.
look like a 9.2. This one, the box got a 9.2.
He said he'd do this one for free, right?
He did. He did do this one for free. 10-yard fight, 8.0. CIB, gloss sticker.
Not complaining with an 8.0, dude.
Nope, 8.0.
Dang, they do look really cool over there.
Got a couple more.
Oh,
Ooh, the Urban
Urban
Champion
9.0
with
on
the
the Urban.
9.0.
it's really cool to see these like finally encapsulated because they were at Huntington Beach for the longest time.
These have been kicking around for a couple years
Yeah.
now.
Wild Gunman. I don't know if you can read it through.
Wild Gunman?
Wild Gunman. Any guesses?
I have no idea.
Wild Gunman. 8.5.
8.5, and this was a matte sticker. So about half of them were matte and half of them were gloss.
Well, so far, 8.0 as the lowest grade.
Yeah, which is great. So none went below a 7.5, which is, or an 8.0. So we did not get a single 7.5. All right, so this is the big boy. We have our lineup of games over there. Everything pretty good so far, honestly. I'm super happy with that. This is the one, I think one just sold recently. This is, of course, the Mario. Original Mario matte sticker, 1985.
Was there anything else in here, or is it just the one?
I think it's just this one. Thomas said that he had this submitted separately. The reason it's in a separate box is because the manual with this was very important.
He was,
I think we talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about that in this
Yeah,
video.
so he had resubmitted this because of the manual to make sure that it was noted on PSA as having a different manual.
Got it.
So that is very key. As far as the previous sale, one on Heritage had just sold, I think recently, I think it was a 9.0 CIB matte sticker. I'll have to verify that, but I think it sold for 40,000.
Moment of truth.
Here we go. Let's see what it is. I'm gonna guess 8.5. Could be an 8.0.
I'm gonna be the jolly guy and hope for a 9. I'm gonna guess 9.
All right, let's see. If they got a 9, that would be incredible. But I'm gonna guess 8.5 based on everything else here. I'm gonna say 8.5. Oh, and it's a little bit low. It got an 8.0.
I mean, you can't be upset about that.
No, can't be upset, but it did get an 8.0. Dang, the box got a 7.0. Let me take it out. I was hoping for a little bit higher on that, but that is okay. At least it didn't get 7.5 dead.
Right.
Man, and I thought that that box was pretty clean. I'm surprised it got as low as it did because the cart got a 9.0, the manual got a 9.0. So it says matte sticker, 5-screw, round, that's the round, the title TM, and then round, and then no year.
That was the big thing.
But still, that is an 8.0 CIB matte sticker. Value-wise, I don't know. I think that 9.0 was, again, about 40,000, so maybe somewhere in between there. I don't know.
If anything was for the personal.
That could be the one. I did have a lot of people that were interested in buying this, and I held off selling it. I wanted to get it graded, so we'll see. Do I send it off to auction? Do I keep it? Maybe it's a personal piece. It might just go into the vault, but
Or a
either
giveaway,
way,
just a free giveaway to the comments.
yeah, just a giveaway. Honestly, to keep them all like this would be pretty incredible. I think I might end up selling some of them. We'll see. Maybe they'll sit here on the shelf for a while, but we'll see. Either way, what an incredible piece of history.